Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Thank you very much for joining me. Today I will be reading and making a couple comments on the Facebook July 22nd post, and I trust it will assist both of us on our journey. Here we go. The ego may have convinced you of the false belief that if God's source looked into your eyes, she source would see something other than her perfect creation being reflected back. But allow me to ask you, if you were in a park and you saw your young child running towards you, and she tripped, fell, then got up, dusted herself off, then kept running toward you for a hug, would you love her any less for tripping? Would you see any error in her journey back to you? Would you hug her with any less intensity or love because she tripped on her way to you? Would you see any error in her at all? My friend, do you not see that God's loving arms are equally and completely extended in wait for you and all your brothers and sisters? When, even for a moment, you close your eyes, drop all the walls the ego has insisted you put up, and invite him to hold you, do you not feel perfect love and acceptance embracing you? Do you think the father-mother of perfect acceptance and love sees any error at all in her children, no matter how many times they have perceived themselves to have fallen? My brother and sister, there is no such thing as error, because regardless of how many times the ego has programmed you to think otherwise, there is no judgment in God source. Your brothers and sisters are simply an external mirror of your internal condition. The more you are realigned with the truth in you, the more you'll be able to see and experience the truth in your brothers and sisters. God is only love. Some extensions of love are peace, compassion, forgiveness. Because God is only love, we are only love, because we are her source's extension. And therefore that is the truth in us. When we realign with the truth in us, then we're able to see forgiveness, love, peace, compassion in our brothers. Therefore, the more at peace you are, the more at peace your brothers and sisters will appear. And the more peace you will experience in their expression. Equally so, the more in love and in compassion and in realignment you are with yourself, the more you will be able to see that reflected upon your brothers and sisters. The easier it will be for you, the more natural it would be for you. Simply because we know the truth in us, and therefore the truth in us gets reflected out. Whatever is within us is reflected out. And thus the experience of the physical world and the need for it, so that we can see what we are hiding or experiencing within our minds. Everything that we hold within, we project outward, and therefore we are able, by seeing that outside, we're able to understand what we are holding in within, and what is separating ourselves from the God source. What we need to work on, what we need to release, and what we can still hold on to and feel reunited with source and with our brothers and sisters. And so today, let us take a moment whenever the ego tries to, shall we say, disrupt the truth in us, or try to program us with something that we are not. Let us simply return to our truth. Take a deep breath in. Release all the walls the ego has insisted that we build to separate us from our true self, from God, from our brothers and sisters. And allow God's source to put her source's arm around us. And let us remember that we're not alone, and that we are simply an extension of Source. And that when we remember that, all we will see in our brothers and sisters is this extension being expressed in the physical. And then let us return. And that is our true state. There's nothing you can do, nothing real you can add or subtract from your perfection. You are as God created you, perfect, awake, and whole. You cannot add or subtract anything from that, anything real from that. And therefore God only sees your truth, as you only desire to see the truth in your brothers and sisters. That is what we're all working towards simply remembering who we truly are. Thank you very much for joining me today. I love you very much. If you enjoyed this post, please be so kind as to like it. And if you like, leave a comment, and I will try to return your comment. And thank you again. God bless you, and God willing, I will see you tomorrow. Peace.